Are you terrified you'll regain every pound the moment you stop Ozempic or Wegovy? Stay with me. I'm going to walk you through the same step-by-step plan I use with my patients so you don't spiral when the injections stop. By the end, you'll know how to transition off GLP-1s using food, protein, muscle, and hunger tracking, so your body keeps working for you long after the shot ends. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Dr. Tony Hampton, a board-certified family and obesity medicine doctor with a master's in nutrition and functional medicine. This topic matters because millions of people are scared to stop GLP-1s. Tell me in the comments, are you on Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, or Zepbound? And what's your biggest concern about stopping? Stick around because later I'll share the one hormone that predicts who regains weight and how to fix it naturally. Here's the truth. The goal isn't lifelong medication. It's training your body to be your own internal Ozempic. Let's start with what these drugs actually do. Ozempic mimics a natural gut hormone called GLP-1, which quiets appetite signals in your brain, slows stomach emptying so you feel full longer, and helps insulin work better. That's why you can finally walk past donuts without hearing them whisper your name. But GLP-1 is just turning down the volume. It doesn't change the tune underneath. If your food choices, stress, and muscle mass stay the same, those old hunger and insulin problems will return once the medication fades. When you stop, hunger comes roaring back. Not because you failed, but because your chemical break disappeared before your body was ready. Here's the myth most people believe. You either stay on Ozempic forever or gain it all back. The reality? You can transition off safely if you start rebuilding the systems the drug was mimicking before your taper. That means real food that steadies insulin, enough protein to protect muscle, and simple resistance training to keep your metabolism humming. If you're still on Ozempic, that's actually an advantage. Appetite is lower, so this is the perfect time to retrain your habits. Start by removing the landmines: sugary drinks, breakfast cereal, granola bars, pastries, chips, crackers, and those so-called diet snacks pretending to be healthy. Replace them with real foods: eggs, beef, chicken, pork, or fish. Add low-starch veggies if you like, broccoli, spinach, zucchini, and use natural fats like butter, ghee, olive, or coconut oil instead of seed oils. If you can't picture it growing or grazing in nature, skip it. Next, hit your protein target, about 0.8 to 1.2 grams per pound of goal weight per day. There are free online calculators to help you calculate this. And once you know your protein target, divide it into 2 or 3 meals. Protein stabilizes blood sugar, keeps you full, and tells your brain you're safe, and nourishes as your medication dose drops. Structure your meals 2 or 3 solid ones a day. Minimize grazing, and finish eating about 3 hours before bed. Hormones thrive on rhythm, not chaos. Now let's talk about your metabolism. During weight loss, you lose fat and muscle. But if you don't rebuild the muscle, your metabolism slows down and weight regain becomes easier. You don't need a gym membership or fancy plan. Just 20 to 30 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week, with a focus on big, simple moves like chair squats, wall push-ups, band rows, and hip bridges. The goal isn't punishment, it's preservation. Muscle is your metabolic bank account, and the more you have, the more you can spend on calories, carbs, and life flexibility. If this video is helping, tap like so YouTube shares it with others afraid of coming off Ozempic. And if you're new here, subscribe. I make daily videos to help you protect your metabolic health, not your medication list. Now, once you've cleaned up your food and started rebuilding muscle, then it's time to think about tapering with your clinician. When you lower your dose, monitor 3 things weekly: hunger, cravings, and your waist measurement. Ask yourself, am I a little hungrier, or am I starving and obsessed with food? Are my cravings for steak and eggs, or cinnamon rolls and chips? Measure your waist at the same spot weekly and track your energy from 1 to 10. A tiny bounce on the scale isn't failure. It's fluid, glycogen, and hormones adjusting. If hunger feels manageable, cravings are mostly for real food, and your waistline is steady, continue tapering slowly. If you're suddenly tired, hungry, or moody, your body's saying, not ready. That's a cue to strengthen the foundation. More sleep, add a little extra protein, manage stress, then reassess. Hunger isn't failure, it's feedback. Now, let's hit some quick what about questions I hear all the time in clinic. I work nights. Anchor 2 real meals around your wake-sleep schedule, not the clock. Pack real food, boiled eggs, burger patties, or meat sticks without sugar. Don't let your shift dictate your health. Can I still drink coffee, doc? For most, yes. Just don't turn it into dessert. Skip sugary syrups and blended fraps. Black coffee or the cream is fine, but don't let caffeine replace breakfast forever. Do I need to go full carnivore, doc? Not necessarily. I love carnivore for some patients. But the non-negotiables are prioritize protein, cut ultra-processed junk, and keep carbs intentional, not accidental. Here's the deeper layer few people know. Leptin. Leptin is your I'm full hormone, and rapid weight loss can make it nosedive. When that happens, your brain thinks you're starving and drives hunger sky high for months. That's why some people regain even when eating healthy. You fix that by maintaining muscle, eating adequate protein, and not under-eating. Sleep also boosts leptin, so protect those 7 hours. Let's recap quickly. Ozempic helps you by turning down hunger, but it doesn't fix the underlying metabolism, muscle loss, or insulin resistance. So come off safely, clean up your carbs, prioritize protein, build muscle, and taper slowly while tracking hunger, cravings, and waist changes. Do that, and you create your own internal Ozempic. Your hormones stabilize, hunger quiets naturally, and energy stays high. Quick note so my lawyer and YouTube sleep well. This is for education, not personal medical advice. Always talk to your clinician who knows your history before adjusting medication. Now, I want you to comment below. On GLP-1, off GLP-1, thinking about it, or ain't no way I'm taking it. Tell me your biggest question about coming off. Cravings, hunger, or fear of weight regain. I read them all and use them to plan future videos. You're not broken, you're just destined to rebound. Medication was your tool, but the transformation comes when you learn how to eat, move, and live in a way that keeps your hormones on your side. You've already proven you can change. Now it's time to make that change yours, not your prescriptions. I'm Dr. Tony Hampton. Let's keep protecting your metabolic health, one smart step at a time.